Hi guys, welcome to Popwire. Nope, that's not what I'm supposed to say. Retract. Hi guys, welcome to WitchSlapped. This is blip, blip, blip. You're gonna include this in the beginning as a blooper, aren't
Sure, of
you?
course.
Okay. Hi guys, welcome to WitchSlap. This is Popwire's after show for SurrealEstate. My name is Danny.
And my name is Roel. How are y'all doing?
Welcome. Welcome to another
Yay.
Wednesday.
Yes. Johnny, that was excellent. That was a really good
Oh,
intro.
thank you.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
first time.
Yes. Okay. Just like last week's episode, I'm gonna try to talk slow because I talk too fast. When I talk too fast, I get all and I laugh a lot, so I'm sorry. Yeah, and you know what? I think to make things more fun though, I think for our next episode, we might be drinking some stuff. What do you think?
Oh yeah, let's do
Yeah,
it.
yeah, let's do
I think
it.
it's time.
We're gonna call it Wine Wednesdays. Yeah.
Wine Wednesday. I like it.
And if you want to join us on the Witch Slapped plays, you have to be over 21 because we want you to drink
Yes.
along
Even
with
for
us.
SurrealEstate.
Oh, also I also want to mention, I'm so sorry, guys. So my eyes are so messed up that I can't wear contacts. So I always have these glasses on and it's very reflective of like the screen. It's gonna have a light in front of me. So I'm gonna try to like angle it down. So, but so yeah, I apologize if it's like yeah.
I can see
Okay.
myself, I think.
Huh? Yeah,
I said I
right.
think I can see myself.
Okay, so before we get down to this crazy episode, I have another personal ghost story that I have been holding off for a while. And it's 100%, I swear to God, it's true. Okay.
Oh my
And
God, I'm so excited.
yeah,
I'm gonna
Daddy,
turn up my
you
volume.
hear this. Okay. As I've mentioned before, I'm originally from Maui, Hawaii. Uh, and yeah, I actually lived in Wailuku, which is not too far from Lahaina, where we had all
Mm.
those fires and stuff like that. My aunt actually lost her house.
Oh no.
Yeah, my
I'm
dad's side of
sorry.
the family is still there. And I'm veering off the subject. Okay, so back on. Okay, so I moved to the States when I was like mid-teens. And so like the first year we lived here, we had a party at my auntie's house. And we were all like like really young. Me and my cousins were all around the same age. And um we had bought a Ouija board to play around with. Uh, and we thought, oh, let's go in a room with all of our cousins. I think there was like eight of us, and let's play Ouija board,
God, I'm
And
scared already.
a lot, and a lot of people think that, oh, someone's moving it. But if you have more than two people, have more than two people, have two people who are holding the scepter or whatever it's called. I'm not sure
The
what
planchette,
the what?
planchette,
Panchat?
planchette.
Planchat? Okay, the planchat. Have them wear blindfolds. Then have the extra people look at what it's spelling, and then you'll see that they're not moving it.
Oh my
So that's what
God.
we did before, and it actually did spell out stuff. So that debunks the whole someone is moving it. Have you ever thought about doing that?
I thought about it. Um, Actually, it's funny. I was just talking to my sister about we were going to attempt one in this abandoned house that we live next door to, but she was way too scared, and I am very grateful because like that house had a presence that wasn't very nice
Hmm.
as far as we could tell.
Okay, so that's not the end of my story though. It gets weird. Okay.
Okay, tell us.
So we're like young kids and like early teens, and we're close to the corner of the room, right? There's a little table, and we're playing, and we're like, "Oh, are you real? Where are you?" And then the thing said, "I'm in the corner. I'm in the corner."
Oh my God.
So we put our hand in the corner. It's cold. You can feel like the rest of the
What?
room is warm, but in that area is is, and I haven't told this story in forever, but I remember it vividly. I could feel the cold air. Everyone, I'm not sure how it works where the spirit is there, but then they're controlling the penchant. What did you say?
The planchette.
Planchette.
I think
Um,
that's what it's called. I could be totally lying to you.
so yeah, we thought that was weird. And then we started to get a little like ballsy, I guess is the word. I'm not sure. But okay, so it was me and my sister. We were like on opposite ends, and there were other cousins around us. I was like, I was stupid. I was like, hey, if you're real, can you move something in the room? And I was like, you know what? Why don't you move my sister's hair? Why don't you move my sister's hair? And then it moved, yes. I swear to God. I fucking swear to God. She has long hair like you.
Yeah.
I have goosebumps now thinking about him.
Yeah, me too.
Very slowly. Oh, the sides of her hair slowly started going up. And okay.
Okay.
I just happen to have this.
Yeah.
So, okay, it started like pretend this is like the middle. Like, okay, so it started going up,
Yeah.
and then like the middle part, it was like slowly like going up like that.
Like it was like going like this kind of thing.
Yeah, well, not everything, just like very little strands of it was raising
Oh my
and
God.
moving really slowly. Um, and so obviously my sister like started freaking out, and we all started freaking out. And then we said, okay, can you stop? Boom, no. We ran out of the room. Because you know how there's yes and no on the Ouija board?
Yeah, yeah.
So we started freaking out. I said, please, okay, my sister's freaking out. Can you stop? Boom, no. And then we ran out of the room. Um, and then to this day, like my sister, I keep bringing it up because I'm a jackass, and she always denies it. But for a time, she's like, oh no, it was the girl like next to me blowing my hair. But okay, let's bring this back. If you if the person next to you is blowing your hair, it'll go this way. But it
Right.
was going this way and going up. Um, okay,
Oh man.
yeah.
Wait, so you guys didn't close it?
What do you mean close it? Is there a thing to close it?
You're supposed to like say something to close it, like whatever door you open in order to allow someone to communicate with you.
I
You're
didn't know that was
supposed
a
to
thing.
close it.
I didn't know that was a thing. I thought you just put it in the box and that's it.
If you guys are fine and nothing's been happening, then don't
Okay.
worry. Yeah, I don't know. Like
And then,
I've never messed around with
yeah.
it. I won't. It's just
And
me.
then like a few days later, me and my one of my other cousins that was with us at that night, I we played it again. I was like, hey, move my cousin's hair. And then whatever spirit it was that time, it was moving his hair. And he had short hair like mine, but you could see it like going like that. Um,
Whoa.
so I would do it again, but I don't want to invite those spirits and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And I kept
Yeah.
thinking, oh, you know what? Now with this age of technology and YouTube and TikTok or whatever, I'm like, oh, let me do this again, record it. It'll go viral on YouTube. I'll get lots of money or whatever. And then, but oh no, that's blood money, like if you get money from that, that's like, yeah. And I'm always afraid if I touch a Ouija board again, like that spirit is gonna stick with me.
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with
I
it.
remember that night. It was so crazy though. Like she was crying. I always yeah, I tell my sister, hey, do you remember when? And she's like, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. But
She's
no,
probably repressed it
yeah, like no, we
or
were
suppressed it.
suppressed,
Oops. Suppressed.
suppressed,
Suppressed memory.
suppressed. But yeah, that's my story. If you guys are
Wow.
out there and you're crazy and you're brave, get a wish board, ask them to like move your hair and watch it go crazy. Yeah.
And
Um,
record it and send it to us, please.
yeah, and then yeah, so that way you get the demons and we don't. I also like I was having a conversation with one of the ghosts or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, this they were like trapped in the thing. I'm not sure how it works, but um, yeah." And you know how people always say, "Oh, it's just a game." Like, would Parker Brothers or whatever, whoever makes the game, like, would they ever do something like that? But I feel like they just make the stuff, and they don't really, you know what I mean? Uh,
Yeah, because
yeah,
you can technically make your own
yes,
Ouija board,
yeah,
and there's like supposedly there's many different ways that you can summon someone for
mm,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, that's just one vehicle.
So that was
Ooh,
my
that's creepy.
Um, yeah, it was really creepy.
Next week I will be sharing one of my own paranormal experiences. Well, I guess technically it's not mine because I didn't see it. My sister did, but either way, I was present in the room when it happened, and I'm going to tell you guys about it.
Yay, we're excited to
Yeah.
hear. Yeah. There have been some rumblings on social media that, okay, I feel like since we're already in season two, sci-fi might as well make a season three, right?
Agreed.
Um, and and a lot of the creators and the creators of the show, they're already like talking, oh yes, let's do this season three. So I feel like it's already in the works, which is exciting. And one of the things that they are planning or pitching is a musical episode.
Yes. Oh my
We did
gosh.
see some of Luke singing and Zoe singing in episode two.
Amazing.
What are your thoughts on of a potential musical episode for season three?
Yes, please. I would love that. I always think it's fun when shows just like do a random musical episode. I'm a big musical fan anyways,
Yes.
but it's extra fun when they just kind of like throw it in, throw it into the mix.
What's your favorite musical? No,
Um, I absolutely love Rent.
never seen that
I,
one.
oh, you gotta see it. I sadly I have not seen it live in theater, but I'm
Oh,
obsessed with the movie. I'm obsessed with the soundtrack and the original soundtrack from the play. Yeah, that one's a really beautiful story.
mm,
It's very poignant to, the struggles of the LGBT community
mm.
during actually the AIDS pandemic in the 80s. So it's very sad, but it's also a very beautiful story.
So I live in Seattle, but whenever like the touring shows come in, I always see, and the ones that I always see like two or three times. So I've seen Lion King like three times, I've seen Wicked three times, I've seen Book of Mormon four
Oh,
times.
Wicked is good.
Um, oh, funny story about Wicked. This is how bad of a baby I am. Okay, so the first time I saw Wicked, here in Seattle, the night before I had watched The Wizard of Oz for the first time ever. So the story was still fresh in my mind. And then
Yeah.
I saw Wicked the next day and
Oh,
see
that's
how
fun.
Glinda and Elphaba they were friends, and then like Elphaba like got melted and and this, have you seen Wicked?
Yes, I have.
Okay, I think the song is because I what was it, because I knew you, or my change for the better, or for the better, I think it's called. For the better, I think is the name.
I don't remember.
Okay, if any Wicked fans are watching, let me know. I think it's called For the Better. But man, I cried so hard when they sang that song. And I was sobbing, and the person next to me was also crying, but not as hard as I was. And I was so embarrassed because, and then at the end, spoiler alert, Fiyero comes back or whatever. And oh, Fiyero and Fiyero and Elphaba come back. And then I cried all over again.
No,
I'm such a crybaby.
so am
Yeah.
I. It's okay.
But speaking of this musical episode, on my way home today from work, I have been mulling up a really, really cool idea for a musical episode. I'm gonna pitch it in next week's episode of WitchSlapped, and obviously because I'm pitching it, they won't be
Okay.
able to use it because they don't take like unsolicited whatever. But it's such a cool idea that I came up with. I'm still working out the kinks, but the title of the episode of this pitch is called Unchained Melody.
Ooh.
And it's a the title is a reference to, the famous song from Ghost. Um, but it's really, yeah, I'm excited to tell you. I'm excited to work on like the specs, whatever the outline of the episode, and then tell you guys all about it next week. So,
You're so creative. I want to see you writing some shows.
I would love to, but I'm not really good with big words.
Well, I think when you're like writing a script, you don't have to use big words. You're using like dialogue
Mm,
words,
mm.
And yeah, I think you'd be awesome at it. I
It'll
really
be
do.
fun. I should write like a little script, like a little scene, and then you and I can like read it on this.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right. So, yeah, Unchained Melody. I'm gonna tell you guys all about it on next week's episode of WitchSlapped. All
Awesome.
right, now back to SurrealEstate, episode 204, titled "I Put a Spell on You." The episode is described as follows. Luke sparks with a charming homeowner while negotiating a land deal. Zoe goes out on her first sales call as a newly minted real estate agent. The episode was written by Jillian Muller, directed by Danishka Esterhazy, and music by Spencer Crean. Yes. Okay. So, my clue, remember how last week I was like, give us 3 words? Redhead was one of them because there is a redhead in this episode who strikes the fancy, is that what we say, of Luke Roman? Is that the
Hmm.
term?
I think
And
so. Yeah. Sounds
it's
good.
it's funny like how in the beginning of the episode they had to remind us that Megan and Luke like split up. So it was nice to see Megan again. I really want her to come back. Megan, come back. But I think they wanted to remind us that they had, Megan and Luke had split up
Mhm.
because Luke was, he essentially was going on a date with this lady who owned
Yep.
extra land that this buyer wanted to buy. So this buyer had bought a house and he wanted the cabin right next to it because he wanted to own everything. And, she was playing hard to get and she wouldn't sell, but she said, let's go over, let's do dinner and stuff like that. And then and other crazy stuff happened. So, yeah, what can you say about that? What episode and about her?
Uh, yeah, she was frightening. Um,
Like super gorgeous though. She's really pretty.
oh yeah, she was
Yeah.
definitely pretty. Which was part of her whole like thing, right? She was trying to
Yes.
lure in men and boys,
Voice.
as the Hungarian legend says.
Mm.
And yeah, she turns out to be this Hungarian witch that was what she needed to bathe in the blood of living men and boys in during the blood moon,
Yes.
right? In the light of the blood
Exactly.
moon in
Yes.
order to maintain her youth. Um, yeah, that's very scary.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that was actually one of my favorite scenes when they finally like show you what she had been doing, like the men and the boys that she had collected.
Mm.
Or she had them all hooked up like IVs, and their blood was draining into this
Yes.
tub, this like yeah, this tub in the middle of what was it, her attic or something? I don't know. And she
Yes.
was just like having a good old time, like splish splashing in the blood, and um,
Yeah, that reveal, like it so Luke and I think her name is Kay, Kay Bowser. So they leave Kay's house and then the camera pans up, then it goes to the window, and then it goes to the dish with all the, the tubes of blood, and then it slowly pans up to the guys. And I feel like, oh my gosh, Danishka Esterhazy, the director of this episode and the past 3 episodes, she has been doing, oh my, I love her work.
yep.
And I feel like this season it's like elevated. I told her in an interview, I was like, everything looks elevated, everything looks really good, the music is everything, special effects, visual effects, everything.
Mhm.
And yeah, she's Danishka Esterhazy is killing it, pun intended. um but yeah, everything about that, and as you said, when she's bathing in the blood, and
Yeah.
yeah, uh and yeah, and that's when, the Father Phil and August go to his rescue. Because they capture Luke, and I'm actually surprised how easy it was for them to, right? To like kill her.
Yeah, I was expecting her to at least try to fight them off or something. I don't know. Um, but it was kind of funny when Augie sort of went under her spell. And
Yes.
of course we have Father Phil over here
Yeah,
who is not going to be put under her spell. He's
right.
like,
Yeah.
Augie, wake up.
That's true. I never thought of that. That's so
The
funny.
superpower of the gays, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, when Father Phil was, with the curtain, I was expecting Kay to like go like this, and then he gets thrown back with force, like up against the wall. But no, he just walks in and then covers him. Yeah, I would have, as you said, I would have loved to see like more confront, like more of struggle
Yeah,
to that.
yeah.
Uh, yeah. So that she's done. Like, I, yeah, I wonder how many demons like Luke is going to go through before he, realizes, oh, I need to go find Megan and bring her back because, she's the one, right? Do
Yeah.
you have any other favorite moments of this episode?
I did want to, I wanted to commend Augie on his latest invention, that disc that kind of acts like a cochlear implant,
Mhm.
how it can detect like low frequency sound, the frequency at which spirits and things kind of can communicate. He's just so smart. And I love characters like that. He's like yeah, he's the inventor, the scientist of the group. And yeah, I think his character is so much fun.
Yeah, and it worked too because I guess like
Mhm.
Father Phil had put it on, and then it was giving a signal, and this was when Kay Bowser was in the office, and then when
Yeah.
Luke went to pick up Kay, it went off again, and then he took it off. But then I don't know why he didn't see that as a red flag. I guess he was just blinded by like I guess
Yeah.
he was needing romance or something, or because that scene in the restaurant, it got kind of like steamy, didn't it?
I know. There was that really awkward comment he made about her being delicious or something when they got
Yes.
the
Oh my gosh.
food down the plate. I'm like, Luke, where did your swag go?
Hmm. Yeah. And that actually kind of reminds me of the last episode where the guy kept telling Susan, "Can I smell your hair?"
Oh
Remember
my
that?
God, Nathaniel,
Yes. Oh,
his
that's
name. Yeah,
Nathaniel.
he was a creeper.
Yeah. And then Susan was like, no, I'd rather you not smell my
Yeah.
hair." What I liked about this episode was we get to see Zoe. Uh, I think this might be her first time
Hmm.
showing houses, and she gets this really like annoying couple, Laura and Freya Donnerberts, who I think August says they are our locally sourced organic vegan looky-loos. They shop, they kvetch, but they never buy. So
Hmm.
throughout the episode, we see Zoe like, she's working hard. She's showing all these houses to these girls, and they just don't want to buy, and they're just like wasting her time. And then finally, I think she gets some advice from Rita. Was it Rita Weiss? Um, who is trying to like poach her, by the way.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Yeah. So Zoe finally like puts her foot down, and she takes command, and like she kicks ass, and she sells the house, but it's a Rita Weiss listing. And is it? I'm not sure how the conversation went at the end when she was talking to Luke about it. Do you remember that? Was he okay with it?
No, no, he was very proud of her.
Mhm. I love that support. I mean, come on now.
Yeah. They're
And
such a cute little family.
yeah, I love it. I love it. And what else? What else?
Oh, the ending. We gotta talk about the ending.
The ending, go for it.
Um, Susan, she's been off work, right? Taking a break, sort of reevaluating her life. And when she is leaving for that bowling event, the house doesn't let her leave. And not only does the house not let her leave, but it like sucks her into the wall.
Okay, I gotta tell you. So last episode, when we were talking about the three clues, so I had redhead, I had what was the second one? Shoot, I've already forgot. But
Footsie.
redhead footsie, and then the last one I said Susan, but the last clue I wanted to give was
Oh, you should have. That would have been so good.
but that sound was, when Susan gets sucked into the walls of the house, the walls are closing in on her, and then there's this really cool visual of her like trying to the visuals. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Yeah, and she's like screaming.
Screaming, yeah.
Ooh, yeah, chilling.
Um, yeah, so that's scary. And so I guess she's gonna be gone for a couple episodes, and
I hope not.
I hope not either. Yeah.
She's
But
one of my favorites.
I did find out that okay, so during this time she had a real life pregnancy.
Oh,
Yeah, so I don't know if you can tell, but there's a lot. I think
mm-mm.
this episode specifically, she's mostly sitting down. She has like blankets over her, and I also heard that they shot this out of order. So this, I'm not sure how it went, but I asked Danishka Esterhazy if the news of her pregnancy made the writers and series creator George R. Olson plan that she was going to be sucked in the walls um, and she was going to be gone for a while. And I feel like this is the sort of the same where they needed to find a way to let her have her leave and then have the team find her. And
Mhm.
and I had asked that to Danishka Esterhazy, who is the director and executive producer of the show. And Danny, can you read what she had said?
Yes. Danishka says series creator and showrunner George R. Olson always planned for the main house in season 2 to be Susan's house, to be a house that Susan becomes obsessed with, and then it becomes obsessed with her. That was something that we were leaning to all along.
Okay. So with that said, I think this was planned for
Mhm.
a while. And as Danishka Esterhazy had mentioned to Popwire before, that even when the show was canceled, uh, the series creator he had faith that the show was coming back, so he kept on writing, and he was writing the second season. He was um, writing episodes for the second season. So I think even before the news, they had planned for this to happen and for her to be gone for a little bit, which worked out because she had a new baby and a family, and so that gave her some time off. I'm not sure exactly how long, but I hope she's not gone for too long and she comes back. And um, yeah, because again, this is the season of Susan. Susan needs to come back with yeah. Oh, you know what? I just realized. What if?
What?
So you know how the house has special powers or stuff like that. What if she comes back and she takes with her some of that power, house power?
Ooh, like she becomes. Oh, so you're not talking about like a possession.
That too. That could be cool.
Mm,
'Cause we did see her. Was it? She was possessed last season, right?
yeah.
She should get. I think she should get possessed at least once a season. What do you think? Yes, let's get the house possessed. Yeah, the house. That's actually a good storyline. Uh,
Yeah.
the house possesses Susan.
And she's stuck in the house. What if they like swap?
Yes. And
Mm.
ooh, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's excellent. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see if yeah, that's a really good idea. Okay. Anything else about this episode before we move on, Danny?
I think we covered it.
Okay. Let us know in the comments below, and then also hashtag WitchSlapped on social media, and let us know what you thought about the closing seconds of this episode. And I know some people are like, oh, they did her dirty, they did Susan dirty, and I don't know, but I think she's gonna come back and like save the day. I don't know how, yeah. But I also heard that house is for sale. There is a fan on social media. His name is Jeremy. I think it's Jeremy Sims. He lives in Newfoundland, and he knows all of the locations where they film it, which is pretty cool. And he said that the house that Susan is in this season, it's for sale.
Oh, wow.
So I'm thinking maybe a few of us fans get together, find a house. You can
Yeah,
make
that'd be great.
it or whatever. I don't know. That'd be fun. But I was thinking, since Halloween is coming up in a few days, I was thinking I had an idea that whoever lives in Newfoundland and watches the show, they should all meet up at the Donovan house outside because obviously, I think real people live in that house, so we don't want to disturb them. But I think that would be a cool meetup place, take pictures. Um,
Yeah, take some selfies.
yeah, because you know how they do that with a charmed house. Yeah. I think that would be fun. Um, yeah. All right. So I think that's it. Do you want to do the outro, Danny?
No, it's okay. You got it. You're really good at
Okay. All right. Well, thank
it.
you everyone for watching as always. And I didn't mention this in the last episode because I didn't want to like clue you guys in or whatever. But this is episode 4 of WitchSlapped. So in all of the 4 episodes, we hid a secret word in the video. Now, I'm going to leave a link in the description below. Click that link, go to our website, enter all the 4 words, and you'll be entered in a drawing to win the season 1 press kit, which is also known as the house cleansing kit. Yes, house cleansing
Yeah.
kit. Yeah. So if you miss the words, go back, watch it. It only appears for a brief second. Did you catch any of the words, Danny?
I think I've caught one.
Okay. So collect all 4 words, send it in. We'll pick one at random. You have to be able to live, you have to live in the US or Canada. And only because for us to ship it elsewhere, it's going to cost a lot of money. And it's going to cost a lot of money. And because of customs, it's going to take forever. It might not even reach
Mhm.
you. So we just want to be able to make sure that you get it. And it's a really cool press kit. We've showed photos of it before. And yeah, so send that over to us. Thank you everyone for watching as always. Don't forget to catch SurrealEstate Wednesdays at 10 p.m. on SYFY. Follow our social media accounts. They have been going through all this video. Follow Danny. Her social accounts have been appeared in this video and also in the description below. Everyone have a safe Halloween. And as someone always told me, don't put anything in your mouth that isn't wrapped or wasn't wrapped. That thing for it.
No, but I think it's good advice.
Okay, yes, always be safe out there. Um, all right, thank you as always for joining us. My name is Roel.
And I'm Danny. Good to see you guys.
Good to see you. Bye.
And then it becomes obsessed with her. That was something that we were learning to please start over.
Sure.
Okay.
Which worked out because she needed to speak.
So sorry.
All right. Okay. Hold on, let's do that again.
I was trying to hold it in for so long.
Oh, no worries. What her absence, how her absence.
I have like a tickle in the back of my throat.
Oh, poor girl.
Okay.
Okay.
One more drink of water.